Let's start with how there's no relief for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal as ED custody, remember, ended today. And based on the arguments in the Delhi court, the court has now remanded him to judicial custody. He's been remanded to judicial custody till the 15th of April. So 14-day judicial custody for him. In its submissions, though, in the court today, the ED accused Arvind Kejriwal of total non-cooperation and also accused him of concealing information during interrogation. Arvind Kejriwal, who will be shifted to Tihar jail, moved 3 applications, 2 of which are for books and medicines. In fact, here's what Arvind Kejriwal said while being taken inside the court. Here's that short sequence.
कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है। कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है। कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है। कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? देश के लिए अच्छा नहीं है।
Let me quickly take in a word from Bhavtosh joining us live with more details. There are several takeaways from, the remand that we managed to access, the remand note in which, most importantly, it says that Kejriwal is the kingpin and the key conspirator, but looks like there's trouble in entirety for the Aam Aadmi Party as well. The Aam Aadmi Party is the main beneficiary of proceeds of crime, has been stated in the remand note clearly. Bhavtosh.
Yes, Christine, they had again reiterated that Aam Aadmi Party is the one who benefited from the proceeds of crime, that while campaigning for election in Goa, around 45 crore rupees was spent. But there are certain other interesting aspects of this remand application is the manner in which Arvind Kejriwal, Delhi's chief minister, who continues to be the chief minister as he spends his first night in Tihar jail, has passed the buck when ED in fact asked about Vijay Nair, who was the campaign manager of Aam Aadmi Party. He claimed that he's unaware of any kind of relationship that he had shared. Remember, he was the person, according to Aam Aadmi Party, he was responsible for the win in elections in Punjab. He refused to recognize him. He claimed that the only person who was in fact interacting with Vijay Nair, the persons were Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj. Then when he was questioned about ND Gupta's claim about how the funding of Aam Aadmi Party happened in Goa, he claimed that ND Gupta was confused. Now, ND Gupta is a senior chartered accountant and once president of Indian Chartered Accountants Institute. He was also specifically asked about the income tax rates that happened in Goa, and when he was in fact shown certain statements, he again claimed that he is unaware of these facts. Now, it was because Enforcement Directorate was completely exasperated that they surrendered his custody, claiming that if they have something new, they will again go to the court and seek his further custody. So in a way, Enforcement Directorate has said that he did not he did not help them in investigation, and he will in fact be sent to judicial custody.
Okay, all right. Many thanks for that, Bhavtosh. We'll keep breaking down details that we managed to access in the remand note. Coming to you, Priyank, in just a bit. But Arvind Kejriwal, remember, will be taken to Tihar jail in just a short while from now. The jail van is in fact parked outside the court premises, is what we're learning. We're also learning that Arvind Kejriwal has sought 2 to 3 books in jail. He also wants to read Ramayan, Mahabharat, and how Prime Ministers decide by Neerja Chaudhary. Watch how the BJP, though, is accusing Arvind Kejriwal of playing victim card, while the Aam Aadmi Party is hitting out at the BJP of indulging in politics of vendetta.
भ्रष्टाचार के गंभीर आरोपों में घिरे हुए दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री श्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के समर्थन में भ्रष्टाचार के पुराने आरोपियों और पुराने गुनाहों में आबद्ध रहे तमाम राजनीतिक दलों ने उनका समर्थन किया था और इसके लिए भावनात्मक आधारों का भी उपयोग करने का प्रयास किया गया. Those who try to portray the bogey of victimhood, I would like to underline that today's judgment of the court is based on the concrete evidences for which neither we or now you or anybody else is privy to it.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ऑपरेशन लोटस के नाम पे लगातार इलेक्टोरल डेमोक्रेसी को अस्थिर करती रही है. विधायकों को अलग अलग जगहों पर अप्रोच करके यह कहा जा रहा है कि देखो, जैसा कि हमने पहले कहा था, केजरीवाल जी को गिरफ्तार कर लिया है बिना किसी सबूत के, तो हम राष्ट्रपति शासन की ओर धकेलेंगे दिल्ली को और फिर पार्टी को खत्म करेंगे, तोड़ेंगे। और फिर जब उसके बाद सरकार बनेगी तो अभी हमारे साथ आ जाओगे तो पैसा मिलेगा, 10 लोगों को लेकर आ जाओगे तो मंत्री पद भी देंगे और सत्ता में, पावर में बने रहोगे।
Let me quickly go across to Priyank as well. Priyank, take us through the preparations. We're learning that, the jail van is parked outside the court's premises. So any minute now we can see Arvind Kejriwal step out of the court, make his way to Tihar jail. But this is not going to be the first Aam Aadmi Party high-profile leader who's going to be in Tihar jail. So this most certainly is a big setback coming in for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes, other ministers have already been arrested, and the MP has also been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. But this is the time of the national convener of the party, which means that he is the top leader of the Aam Aadmi Party. Certainly the second chief minister in the country who will be inside Tihar jail, in any of the jail in the country. There was some movement in Kashreen just a short while back, where we saw that the vehicles were moving. But because of the lunch hour, which was in between 1:30 to 2 p.m., I think there was a delay in getting the court order copy. That's why the procedure has got a bit delayed. The official arrangement has already been done. The jail van is parked. There are several escort vehicles which are also stationed here to ferry the chief minister of the state towards the jail here in the national capital. Arvind Kejriwal is a Z plus security protectee. That's why the Tihar jail officials have made an arrangement at jail number 5 of Tihar. As you know that Manish Sisodia is in jail number 1, Sanjay Singh is in jail number 2, and Satyen Jain is in jail number 7 of the Tihar jail. So certainly those high-risk prisoners will not be allowed to stay inside the same barrack where Arvind Kejriwal will be made to stay. There will be CCTV camera which will be placed monitoring 24/7 arrangement of the CM security, because Arvind Kejriwal will be there for at least more than 14 days. But the state is certainly moving towards a constitutional crisis, because the CM will be there. There will be several files which are important to be signed by him, which cannot be accessed by the chief minister inside the jail, because if at all in the 2 meetings which are allowed according to the jail manual in between the lawyers and Arvind Kejriwal, certainly these important government files which are of a sensitive nature cannot be passed on to the chief minister, which will certainly put a hurdle to the developmental work here in the national capital. Just on the adamant chief minister of the national capital, who has refused to give the power of attorney in the hand of any of the MLA from the Aam Aadmi Party or someone who is close to him, the developmental work of the national capital will be put on stay. And this is what the Lieutenant Governor had also assured to the viewers of Times Now in the summit here in the national capital, that they will not allow the government to function from the jail. So henceforth, what we can expect, that the LG will be monitoring the situation very closely. All these developmental work related files which will be put on hold by the Delhi government without the signature of the chief minister of the state will be later on passed on to the MHA, which can certainly go to the hands of the President of India. But Christine, what my sources have told it to me, that it will take at least 2 to 3 weeks of time period for the LG to hand over these documents, because he will have to go with some substantial document to the President of India, which has to have some file notings without any kind of
That's the
documented
procedure
paperwork.
that essentially may pave way for presidential's rule in the national capital. But that being said, Priyank, his custody will also come to an end on the 15th. What happens going forward post that is something that we're all watching out for. But most certainly a big setback for the Aam Aadmi Party. You're telling us what's going to happen in jail, the kind of CCTV surveillance that's going to be in place, the demands that have been put forth by Arvind Kejriwal.